No start yet. Okay.
Check this out. This is really fun.
Oh, there you go.
And to top all that off,
You even tried.
I loved it.
Okay, it works. We gotta tell them.
I want to do a workshop on it.
Okay, let's do it.
I'll tell them.
I do want to have just a few scripted dialogues with you guys. About all the news.
Dunk.
Oh, that was a battery.
Can you tell him about he's not too busy. But I'm very
Yeah. So she.
It's 9 holes of golf and 3 3 cans of beer.
That's big, yeah.
I could drink 3 cans of beer.
Don't need beer.
Okay.
That's just.
You look sad.
Just so it's good.
Yeah.
Yes.
See?
So you got this.
I was at Rosie's Dog Beach.
Thank you very much.
Where is that?
It's in Long Beach.
Thank God.
You know,
So there's 2 beaches, dogs.
Around.
There's Rosie's Dog Beach and there's Huntington Dog Beach.
where's Rose's stuff?
If you're on Dog Beach, long.
It's too far. It's too far. It's not in the 9021 area.
LVC.
My life just becomes so.
That's after your.
Let me get this.
They've done this for
Thank
18.
It's almost far.
You.
We should.
I'm meeting the girl.
He's gonna pull out ribs.
If I don't have my,
That's not a snack.
that's a snack. This is a snack.
And it's a big piece of
I
corn.
used to have this t-shirt. because-
I had it. I was.
Right.
So.
He's all my,
It's
like,
okay.
you have to try and chop around his neck to get the dog.
Whatever, the office is here.
It's t-shirt.
That's where I'm getting.
But I can some crowd was really close and I didn't even meet.
When I eat it, I want to take it.
Yeah,
When I-
otherwise I was gonna say.
I remember it well. What about when she's like, in the- he wrote the script too, you know.
I want to do Studio City just for like I want to see it.
All right.
Students tonight.
AJ.
It's not. It's horrible.
AJ.
Leverage to get up.
Oh, yeah.
I go with.
That thing happened. That's cool.
My iPad is full.
We were taking out the.
Right, no one wants an update about your iPad.
What sort of life do I have, man?
Italy was really wonderful, man. Really, really wonderful.
Yeah, so I need to do a deep dive in this. Deep dive because I think it's spectacular. It's so useful. Did the Amalfi Coast?
No, well,
We went to
Long. I haven't been in Long before.
It's not a real one.
A couple days there.
Hey,
We
he
went
wanted
to
like a little
Como.
case for it. We have like.
And
a little
it's in the-
big
it's
box of
like-
case.
Today.
But then I was like, I want a pizza, so we're just driving around.
They all look like stress, just like your body.
Yeah.
Mountains.
It's so green.
And you know what, something?
It's fine.
It's like.
Sunday you can just go out, so I was just saying to
And I like this.
Derek, Sunday you can just wear your jackets, just look casual, and you're a buyer. Like I've been a buyer on Sunday. You know what I mean? I've been able to check it out, a couple of buddies. I mean,
I just wanted to share with you guys some scripted dialogues. So let's go back.
Gloria.
All the forms changed, right? So the new listing agreement, new residential purchase agreement. No things are gonna be advertised in the MLS as of August 13th. Right?
The data.
I moved it up to August 13th. And this is not panic mode. It's not. So let me tell you why it's not panic mode, even though I was freaking out. I have a mentor myself. My friend Norm. I have dinner with him Sunday night. He's in commercial real estate, been doing that. He started doing lofts in the 70s. So he would take office buildings downtown and make living lofts back in the 70s. He was so far ahead of his time.
Pretty building.
So. So he said, JJ, what's going on? He always asks like every Sunday, what's going on? What's going on? What are you working on? So I said, I'm freaking out because commissions are being, the whole commission process is being changed. It used to be that the listing agreements would have one commission and that the listing broker would pay the cooperating broker. And that's not happening anymore. The listing broker is not paying the cooperating broker. Now, sellers are paying listing brokers and buyers are paying buying brokers. Buyer has the opportunity in their offer to request that the seller cover that amount that the buyer is paying the buyer's broker. So the buyer in their offer is gonna say, hey, seller, I signed an agreement for, say, 2.5% to pay my buyer's broker. I'm asking you to cover that fee. Okay. So he said, so what's the big deal? I'm like, what do you mean, what's the big deal? Like, well, that's a big deal. Like, I have to get my buyer to agree to pay me 2.5%. He's like, JJ, this is what we've been doing in commercial real estate forever. Like, what are you talking about? Like, in commercial real estate, when you write an offer, or you write an LOI, a letter of intent, or an offer, you include on there what the terms of the offer are. And the terms of the offer are asking the seller to pay the commission to the buyer's broker. That happens every day in commercial. It's like, what's the big deal? So basically, if you write an offer for 900,000, a counter offer comes back to you for 1 million. And it's taking out your commission, call the listing agent and say, can you please give me a counter offer and replace my $1 million counter offer with 1,025,000 and put my commission back in. That's it. Then the seller only pays taxes based on their net. Right? Whatever the seller nets after they pay all their fees, that's what they pay taxes on.
Yeah.
So it makes no difference to the seller. They're gonna have the same net, whether they counter you 1 million or 1,025,000. Makes no difference. There's gonna be a small change in the transfer taxes. Based on your commission, it's minimal. It's nothing.
What is transfer tax as a percentage?
It's a big amount, but based on your commission, it's not. So I think it's like $1.10 plus 440,
450.
450, so it's 560 total.
Yeah.
$5.60 per thousand. So it's $5.60 times 25.
Unless you get into the billionaire tax.
Right.
And I saw one last week for $1,125,000. Transfer tax.
Holy yeah.
It was a house in the Bird Streets for 24 million.
So so it's $5.60 per thousand. If you have a $25,000 commission, it's 25 times $5.60. That's not going to affect the seller any which way. So, right? But that's, yeah, if you're talking about $100 million property, yes. Now, Beverly Hills doesn't have a city transfer tax, so they're only going to pay $1.10.
$1.10. That's for, no, Beverly Hills doesn't pay for 50.
Right, exactly. If it's Beverly Hills, you're only paying the $1.10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beverly Hills doesn't have transfer tax.
I'll take a cut on it.
And Beverly Hills doesn't have a EULA tax either.
They don't have the Beverly Hills, but they have.
They don't even have the mansion tax.
No, they don't have the matching tax. Where?
Beverly Hills.
So only Los Angeles,
Yeah.
only Los Angeles and Santa Monica, right?
Yeah, so if someone's selling a property over 5 million, they don't have to.
And
Say the
Los
transfer
Angeles
tax is
is
five.
5 million.
The transfer tax in Los Angeles is $4.50 per thousand. I mean, if you're ever curious about the city transfer tax, you can just Google it, city transfer tax. City transfer tax. Transfer tax and.
Why is that a tax?
Anyway, you can just Google it. And remember, I only want to go to government. I only want to find a government website. Here, Los Angeles County document transfer tax. So this is playvote.gov. I like to find websites that are .gov. So here, here's the city. So Los Angeles, effective July 1st, 24. It's going to be $2.25 for each 500, which is $4.50 per thousand, right? So it's $4.50 per thousand.
And the billion.
And then here, yeah, 4% of the total transaction. If your sale is above 5,150,000,
Yeah.
there's going to be an additional 4%. And if it's above 10.3, it's going to be additional 5.5%. So
They're
that's,
calling it low income housing tax.
Where'd you go to get that?
I just Googled city transfer tax, California. But I want to make sure my source is correct. I don't want to take a third party someone making something up. When I'm looking for sources, I'm looking for government. Right? I want to make sure it's a .gov.
Great advice there.
Yeah, yes. It's very important where your source comes from.
City transfer tax for California.
City transfer tax, California. So you see here, like Beverly Hills is not listed here.
Seriously?
Hey, no, boy,
It's crazy, isn't it?
money.
But what other taxes do they have in the city of Beverly Hills? Do they have any other sort of
Sales tax.
sales tax?
Then you have to go to the sales tax.
Because, and the sales tax is on the higher side.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, just as an side note. I know that there are, I don't know, I'll tell you the sheet. There are companies that have made a business out of shipping from Oregon and Washington because they have no sales tax. So they'll receive your Amazon orders and ship them to you in California.
Interesting.
They-
Register your car there too.
Oh, my dad bought shower heads.
It's interesting. Like if you're buying a Chanel purse,
Requirement.
you like avoid sales taxes. I don't know if you want to ship your Chanel purse. Not that I buy Chanel purse. I don't.
JJ.
Okay, so today's about social media. You guys can probably teach this class. Now we're finding out today what Gary Keller has to say about engaging social media and improving for leads on social media. Let's see what Gary, does anyone here have over 10,000 followers?
In my dreams.
It is. I don't think 10,000.
Not in my dreams. That I know that's a new full-time job. You're an expert that. Yeah. Full-time job.
I have 4 million followers.
4 million?
That must be faith. That must be faith. Yeah.
How are you doing with your job then?
Teach us.
You
Twelve years.
have 4 million followers, you're making money.
I love real estate contracts. In 2023, I was top 1.5% California in sales, not just California, all over. I've like pulled back on sales a little bit to help you guys. My wife
Thank you for that.
may not let me continue this position much longer. I don't know. And this is what I love to do.
No more Chanel.
Are you serious?
Well, you great at
I mean,
it.
don't worry, I'm here for now. Don't worry, I'm always here to help you. I'm never gonna say no to someone's JJ can you. So, but I love being able to do what I'm doing full time.
We do a great job, man.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. All right, so here's the classes I teach Wednesdays and Thursdays. Going over everything that has to do with listings, buyers, escrow, title, lender. Zip forms, how to do all your contracts in zip forms. Going over specifically the purchase agreement, counters, the art of comps, which we try to do on Thursday. The MLS has discontinued, or they are discontinuing doing comps with their CMA, search CMA. They're discontinuing. They're not going to support that anymore.
Is that what the issue has been for the past 2
Yeah,
months?
if you guys are trying to do search CMA and getting results, it's going to say 404 not found. But there's still a way to do it. Just your subject property is not going to appear on the same page. So, okay, buyer consultation, listing presentation. Yes. Yes. This is all stuff we do every single day. Disclosures, inspections, negotiations, and leases. Leases in California, got to be careful. Right? California. California is very tenant leaning as far as laws, and understandably, I mean, rents are very high. And, California doesn't want to be in a position where people are having to move out of California because of what we're doing. It is a big deal. Thursday morning. So Wednesday mornings, we have Justin Jacobson here. He does coaching from 9:30 to 10:30, 11. So Justin Jacobson will be here doing coaching. And then on Thursday mornings, I'm here teaching out of the Millionaire Real Estate Agent book written by Gary Keller. All right, lead generation. That's where we're at right now. I say this every class and I want to say it again. Our job, our first job in real estate, the very first job is to what we're going to do every day for profit. So you have no other job to do besides that first. You have to decide who you're going after every day. Who are you going to devote 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day to go after? You have to make that time every single day, Monday through Friday. It's the very first job. Gary Keller wrote a book called The One Thing. And as free agents, one thing is this, is to decide who you're going after first. Where are your leads coming from? So there's nothing more important in real estate. That's it.
He's a smart guy, this Gary Keller.
He's a smart guy. He's
Gonna make it one day.
yeah, I mean, he's an agent just like you and me, except he has 200,000 people in his organization.
He cuts through the clutter. Everything he comes up with these lines, it's like years and years of experience distilled into one single sentence that becomes almost a mantra for you to follow
Yeah.
every day. And if that's all you did, you'd be successful.
I can't imagine like being in his head for a day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But I would imagine JJ being from the readings I've done of him, is he would once again have cut through all the business clutter and just has everything so refined. It's just a yes.
This is the coaching session with Gary Keller. Hi. Show me your 411. He wants to see your plan. What is your daily action plan? That's your first meeting with Gary Keller. Show me your 411. And it's going to be, show me your business plan. And what are you doing every day?
Perfect.
And then he goes through it and he critiques it and hands it back to you. He says, I'll meet you in a month. Oh, that's it. It's about having a daily plan. All right, capture leads with social media is today's class. So we're going to talk about the 10-5-1 system and then posting practices and social media strategies. So we're going to do, okay. All right, what does Gary Keller say? It takes time to learn something, more time to implement it, and even longer to approach mastery of it. Does anyone know how long it takes to be a master?
10,000 hours.
10,000 hours. That's the magic number.
But not just junk hours, it's actually specific.
10,000 hours. So if you have 10,000 hours, oh, I didn't cut that. No.
Yes, because I've been on social media for a long time.
All right, so we have 10,000 hours divided by a 40-hour work week. It's 250 weeks. They divided by 50 weeks, not 52. So 5 years. If you do something for 5 years, every single day, 5 days a week, full time, that's how long it takes to master something. Excellent.
I should be a social media pro by now.
If you do social media for 8 hours a day, 5 days a
Oh,
week,
no.
for 5 years,
No,
can you imagine?
I just meant video on time.
All right, so let's talk about the 10-5-1 engagement system. All right, so
8 hours.
social media is a powerful and free marketing tool. Free. Wow. Expand your sphere with your smartphone, engage with your followers. So, the internet is really incredible. Before the internet existed, just think of the advertising and marketing that you had. You couldn't compete with anyone else that had a huge marketing budget. If you wanted to start marketing something and there are already major people doing it, like the cost of getting your name out there was huge. Once the internet came around, all you needed was a beautiful website and search engine optimization, and you were competing with the big boys instantly. Right? I mean, the internet changed the world. So social media, if you think about it, if I want to reach out to 1,000 people via postcard, it's going to cost me $500. If I want to reach out to 1,000 people with social media, it's free. If I want to reach out to 1 million people with social media, it's free. Right? It's crazy. And instantly. If you're viral, wow. So, all right, let's take a look. All right, so we have here the 10-5-1. How many posts do you like per day? So this is step 1 in your social media strategy. Like 10 posts a day. It might be hard to find 10 posts that you actually like. I don't know. But you want to like 10. That's the goal. Here's the 5 comments. Connect with your market by reaching out with comments. And the 1 is get people thinking about you. So look at that. There's 3 different things. So you can Well, I don't know, let's see. All right. Posting practice. So this is the magical percentage of what you should be posting. 80% of everything that you're posting. If you're only posting business, people are gonna tune out. They don't want, they're just gonna tune out to you because. Yeah. it's-
An example of the personal,
Personal.
I mean,
Your dog.
your dog, I don't have a dog.
Get a dog.
Get a dog, man.
Anyone's dog.
Someone else's dog.
Right.
So-
An event you went
so
to.
here's-
I mean,
So like,
Yeah.
I'm going to.
dog, and
If I'm gonna do a post and I'm in real estate, I wanna get creative. So I might take a picture of a side yard and say, look at this dog run on this house. Like I'm in real estate, but I'm geared towards, something real estate. I'm posting something geared towards perfect for my dogs or whatever. Like you wanna be clever. You wanna try to do things that people are gonna respond to and like and actually comment on. I mean. you get
what the
lucky.
family, can you include the family, like grandchildren?
Yes, that's
I
personal.
mean, I do that sometimes.
Especially if they look like dogs.
Or I get a dog. I did-
John, don't go taking people's backyards.
Like, I've been doing that.
Here we go. That's 80%. So pets, art, cooking, baking recipes, exercising and working out, outdoor adventures, live music, and team sport. So those are all personal.
The pets is the number one.
He is in the stand.
Pets is pretty popular.
It's
For
universal.
yourself. Yourself.
John, are you on social media?
Yeah, yourself, yes.
Your face.
Yeah.
You at an event,
Yeah,
you in front of art.
so a selfie.
John,
My last
Yeah.
one was in front of.
Are you on social
There
media?
you go. I just.
Yeah, I am, but I can't.
how do we find you?
You
We should all follow John right now. You're gonna get 20 followers right now. How many, are you on Instagram or Facebook? Which one?
Facebook.
All right, John.
You can link your Facebook to your Instagram too, and it'll.
Yeah, I can do that, yes.
So cute.
John, I would love following you.
All right, now you guys, you can't have 80% pets, right?
You can, but not at that real estate.
I mean, look, some animal
Do it on your stories.
channels are have the best, yeah.
Post your pets all the time on your story. And I don't know, cool photo.
You'll probably get more followers that way.
Yeah, that's like how I would go viral. Something stupid of my.
I mean,
That's-
you guys-
that's how-
you guys are doing. So, okay, real estate business, so listings, open houses, awards, speaking of it. This is the 20%. So anytime you get a new listing, obviously you want to post that. When you're doing an open house, you want to invite people to your open house. If you get an award here, when you get an award here, post it. Anytime you can post speaking events, you guys are always welcome to do something here. If you want to do like a new home buyer presentation. All right, 10% community service. So this is the one that you'll be doing. Community, it's like an extra one. Above and beyond. So Gary Keller says you can also go above and beyond. So community service.
Habitat for Humanity.
Yeah, so anything, we have one day a year that we donate to charity that day. And every Keller Williams around the world on the same exact day donates their day to charity. And
But is this separate from social media? This is not like.
on social media, this is something that you're doing, a charity event or donating your time. Right, yeah.
Voting that you did.
Got it. All right, so strategy, connect with people that you know or met in one way, shape, or form. Post about your neighborhood, use images, congratulate the homeowners, post about listings and engage. So. Post about your neighborhood. Is anyone active on?
Citizens
Oh.
next door.
But
Next door. Next door.
Next one.
It's not in this neighborhood.
So but next door, I think
Really good for it.
It's really good.
It's an app,
Yeah.
It's an app.
It's also good for
like
finding,
a social media app or?
yeah,
It's very.
for your neighborhood. It's really good for finding the clients empty nesters.
It's actually like a really.
Anything else besides next door? What is next door?
It's like you,
Next door.
it's like you make your account and you put in the neighborhood that your home is in, you get like approved to
Or
be
it's
part of
local.
it, and it's just like you're literally like your small local community.
I would say you can
community,
also
yeah,
find,
so-
you can also
I
find
lost
leads
my
on next
dog,
door.
or these people are walking.
It does turn into a little bit of like a Facebook complaint zone.
People sell stuff on next door too.
Yeah.
If you find someone posting a lot of stuff, go there and see if they're interested in selling their property.
I promoted myself on a post on my next door and someone had it removed,
Really?
but like another realtor tried to remove it.
Nice. Well, that's so nice of them.
Yeah, because
So when.
I quote unquote don't live in the neighborhood, even though I stay, because it's my parents, but I stated I travel back and forth to both regularly, so I can service you in both places. And they still report it.
So when Craigslist was a big thing.
Stalkers.
Agents would post on Craigslist. And then other agents would flag their posts.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
So I remember a coach saying, don't worry about the agents that are flagging your posts, just keep posting. Let them be busy flagging while you're busy posting.
I got it put back on, so.
Just post. Just post. Don't worry about the lemon sucker people.
Yeah, we call them wowsers where I come from.
They call them what?
You're a
Wowzers.
wowser.
How's
What does that even mean?
It's like, you just don't like anything. You complain about everything.
Yeah.
You shout at the clouds.
That's very big on next door though. You
Yeah.
get A lot of it.
But that's the community. But a lot of people who don't comment in there still see your posts. It's just like anything. It's like when you read a review online, most people would be more inclined to complain than praise a business.
Yeah.
Ratio.
So things that you can post about.
Wowza.
You're a wowser.
So if you're posting on your area, right? If you're a specialist in the area, you want people to think of you as a specialist in the area. So you can go on the MLS and go to, neighborhood snapshot. You can post that kind of information. Hyperlocal would be like an event in your area. You can post about things like that. You utilize tech. So obviously the big thing now is AI. We do have in command, you can create posts in command for social media. It's all, if you go into agent.w.com into command, you can click on designs and then create new design and then search, you can click on the social media button. That'll create social media stuff for you to post. Post client testimonials. Definitely.
There's some third parties now, like really good ones that can do a lot of this for you, like the integration of your socials with some business things.
So I've hired third-party companies for my social media in the past. And I was getting a lot of new subscribers that were not real accounts.
Bots.
I get that anyway, and I don't even use any sort of social media, anything. They're just everywhere.
Like they were promising me X amount of new people.
Oh, and they just get the buzz.
They're fake.
But
They're fake, they're all.
yeah, but there'd be some organic growth. Depends on who you choose, I guess, which they're promising you rather than just promising you content that would organically grow. There's a distinction.
Yes, we want organic.
Yeah.
Okay, don't post and ghost. Engagement creates engagement.
JJ.
Yes,
Yes, can you please print the notes? I like to print them out. Thank you so
Yep.
much.
Okay, I see what that is.
babe.
Can you hear me?
Okay.
Yes, I was asking, can you please print the notes? I like to print them out and write notes.
You want the participant guide?
No, pin the notes on the
I don't know
chat.
how to do that. I've asked Joshua how to do that before. I'm just gonna
Okay.
repost, I'm just gonna resend it. Cause I can't figure out how to pin. I don't know, if you can come in the office, next time you're in the office, if you can show me how to pin. I always love that. I can't figure it out. Joshua couldn't seem to find it either. Okay, add value. So participate in online communities where you offer a unique and valuable perspective. I've seen agents give answers to people posting online. What do I do in this situation?
Integrate.
I did something like that. I follow an Instagram page that they give news just about California.
Okay,
And for example, they were posting a lot of things that were happening with the housing market in California. And all the comments, like all the negative comments of people like, the prices are ridiculous or like whatever. I would reply to them with like, if you're interested in selling your house, let me know.
Yeah.
I know California's bad. Like agreeing, or like whatever. I was looking at the comments. I would interact.
I know that you guys can figure out how to make money. Right, it's just about devoting the time to do it.
Yeah.
So. You know, you have to, again, devote 1 to 3 hours every single day. And if you really put the time in and commit to it,
Very true.
you will build something.
Yeah.
So if you spend every single day commenting on real estate stuff, you're gonna get business from it, right? It's just about putting the time in and picking the thing that you're gonna do. So this was a pretty quick class.
That was it?
That's it.
Okay.
Okay, Alex, you easy.
No, I mean, look, okay, so be authentic. Don't, obviously be yourself, be authentic. Don't try to be something you're not. If I don't know the answer to something, I'm not just giving a BS answer, right? I want to give a real answer. Like I said, when I'm looking for an answer, I go to the source. If I'm looking for a good source, it's going to be a government source or some real data. Embrace video. Video's huge. Like, I remember before YouTube, people were saying like how much video was gonna be. And I was like, how is that even gonna work? How is that, like, how is video gonna even get out there? Like, didn't make sense to me. You have TV, you have radio, you have internet websites. How is video gonna be huge? I mean, who knew? Like, going on Instagram, going on, what was TikTok, like, right? These Vine videos, like, who knew? Like, you can go on TikTok and then, 2 hours later.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's just insane. So embrace video. Brandon Miller was actually a very fast embracer of this. There's a company called so
I've never heard of him.
when you go to Keller Williams event, like family reunion, there is a vendor hall, and in the vendor hall, there are people trying to sell you stuff, obviously. One of those companies was a video company that you would take a quick snapshot and you would blast it up. So, I mean, we have KW video, but they started charging for it. Video's huge. It really is. Okay, recap. So 10-5-1. So 10 likes, 5 comments, and 1 post. Your post, and when we're talking about your posts, 80% are going to be personal, 20% business. And you can do 1 additional above and beyond. And so this is your daily success system. You have to have 10 real estate conversations a day. I promise you, if you have 10 real estate conversations a day, you're going to have a listing appointment every single week. You will be doing a lot of business. You have to commit to this.
Whether it's positive or negative conversation, I mean, if 8 people, 10 people say no, I don't want it, is that
Still be combo though.
You have to have a real estate conversation. If you call 10 people every day, John, and say, do you have any plans this year in real estate?
I mean, what if you get negative or 10, and is that considered only success? If they
John, if you talk to 10 people a day, that's 50 people a week.
maybe
Out of those 50 people, you're gonna find somebody that's looking to buy or sell this. Yeah.
I just want to piggyback off this a little bit because we've all played with it. I work with some pretty big teams that are leveraging and getting their leads solely from social media. And, find the one that you're going to use, whether it's Instagram or Facebook LinkedIn is really a built-in search engine. So we really leverage your expertise and put video on LinkedIn. I mean, it's amazing how people aren't using LinkedIn enough or YouTube. And I'm guilty of it myself. Like, Craig, Rosie and I have been going out and doing some things and embrace the suck. We were talking about this on Friday and like, just don't be afraid to post the videos and just post them, because in 3 months, you're going to look back and say, wow, those videos were terrible. 6 months are terrible. And oftentimes people will say to me like, God, I'm putting 3 hours in editing my video and I'm only getting 25 likes. I'm like, well, if those 25 people walked into the room right now, how would you handle that? So treat those likes as a call to action. What was it about my video that you liked? I appreciate the support. Do you know anybody that's buying and selling? We will post and ghost, as you mentioned, and then you're just wasting that lead. So capture those leads. And then when it comes to like not knowing what to say, if I could just plug a couple apps, like I think that like it's let's use each other to do long form content. It doesn't take much to just sit down and say, okay, cool. Like, hey, Jerry, can you hold the camera for me? Like, ask me these 3 questions or 5 questions. And we could do it for any of us here, whether it's on Caravan or in this room or whatever, and film it. And then you take that footage and you drop it into, I don't know if anyone else is using CapCut or Opus Clip. Opus Clip is a great website that like you can stick in long form content and it will pull and caption the most viral moments in your video. So like if you have 10 minutes of just talking and rambling, just do it and then throw that into Opus Clip. And Opus Clip will pull and give it a viral rating based on what they see consistency by using AI. And then it's already edited for you and you could just have it. So it's like, don't think that like, oh, what am I gonna talk about today or however. And if you have those issues, which I do all the time, go to ChatGPT and say, I am a real estate agent. Prompt it. I'm a real estate agent in Beverly Hills. And then I'm looking to what are the top 10 things that people are asking about regarding real estate? And you'll see interest rates or lack of inventory, whatever. And then ask it, say, what are the answers to these questions? And then ask for a script. And then you'll get 5 or 10 different scripts, whatever you prompt it. And you can talk right into the camera and talk to those things and be authentic. Do it in your car or do it outside of a property or do whatever. But like, don't forget the call to action. You let people know that you're a real estate agent and what you're doing is like, you're looking to generate leads from this. We're guilty from just posting, pardon my French, house porn. And it's like, you're not going to get hired for filming somebody else's listing that's 25 million and plus. Film and go to the open houses that's in your price point for those people that are like you're looking to really hire you to be their real estate agent, not videographer for their property. So that's my plug. Just CapCut, Opus Clip.
So this is an AI video clipping tool.
Yes.
For
1 long video, 10 viral clips.
every
And
YouTube.
if I could just show you the trick to this. Okay, so you could and what's awesome about Opus Clip. So I had a podcast during the pandemic and I had, I don't know how many videos, but what I did was they're hour length videos. And I took those hour length videos. I opened up this screen. I paid just for a little bit for the upgraded. But what is you drop in the video link or you can upload it from your phone, which is great. So most of us have like, say it's 3 minutes, 2 minutes, say it's 10 minutes. And then you just drop it in. It'll send you the email and say, hello, congratulations, it's done. You've got 10 viral moments from the video that you just sent in. They're all clipped out, whether you post them 10 days in a row, 5 on the same day, or spread it out because you're gonna like maybe batch your content. What I did was I took 20 episodes that were 1 hour length and I opened up 20 different tabs. Opus Clip didn't know that I already had one that they were working for me for one. So you could actually I dropped in 20 hours of footage and in 20 minutes, I had almost 1,000 viral moments, 1,000 clips. And I was like, where was this? And so if you do this on a property tour and you have whatever it is, and we started filming each other like on the clip. Oh, and so you could, in Opus Clip, what you can do is you can pick 0 to 30 seconds, 30 seconds to 60 seconds, and it'll clip it for you and it takes the
What's important?
based on it. This is also using AI and an algorithm to figure out like what are people looking for online anywhere.
Results?
I love the result. To me, I love the results. And what's also, and this is like the other plug for it,
This is everywhere.
you can go to and you can pick different styles of captioning. So like, some of us know some of the big names that are in social media. You can take their style of captioning. Some people like the
When I see social media captioning.
Yeah.
And the words are not right on.
yes.
That be this.
So people will post so many videos that like they get a little lazy and they're not reading their own captioning. That drives me crazy.
Captioning. Not-
Yes, or you can do small captioning, or you could like, what's also great about it is if you pay a little bit extra, I don't know what it is to pay. It's not that, it's nominal.
Right.
You could brand it. So you can have a template that's your brand. So you can upload your logo, or you could, the captions will be consistent. So it's just
Who's interested in this, guys?
just, I'm telling
Jerry, I
Use
have a
this.
question.
Like, I'm
Yeah.
excited. Love
Oh,
it.
can you add a voiceover,
All of
this
that.
app?
So I don't think you can with Opus. You can with CapCut. So CapCut saw the success of Opus Clip.
Okay.
CapCut also has a teleprompter built into that too. So when you go to CapCut, you pay for the pro version. Again, it's like all of these things kind of add up. Find the one that's going to work for you. But what I like about CapCut, that's the one I use for like longer form videos. And so like you'll cut them down. It doesn't have that smart editing tool, but you can do the voiceover part, which is great. And so there is a section in here that says teleprompter, but the other tool, if I could just plug another tool, there's a free app if you have an iPhone, it's called Teleprompter. So you go to Teleprompter, you download the app, it's free, and you take the script, whether you write it or ChatGPT writes it, you throw it into Teleprompter, and you could just talk right into teleprompter, and you could control the size of the text. For me, my eyes are getting bad, so I get the text, and then the pacing of it. So like what I like to do is like, I'll speak into it. I'm an expert in this neighborhood. This is what I'm talking about, some little history about this property.
Is it this one?
Yeah, so teleprompter is great. So like you could just download that, and it's free. And your audience, the way that the text is coming up on your screen, it looks like you're talking right to them. Like they can't see the text, you see the text. The best part is you're editing it, so they're not waiting for it. So you can actually goof off and screw up 10,000 times. I do it 10. I'm like, oh man, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad. I sound like a robot. But then you have it. And so when you do like a neighborhood highlight or something like that, and
Are we downloading this app right now?
yeah, just I can't, and JJ, I so love that you're talking about this because like your niche will kind of find you. I like the reason why I brought up Facebook, because one of my favorite speakers at family reunion this year, she started off, she had all these like thousands of people in front of her. And she said, raise your hand if you're dyslexic. You know, and I couldn't believe how many people, so people were raising their hands. Raise your hand if you only have a high school education. More people raise their hands. How many people here were raised by a single mom? More hands that are around. How many people are single moms? You know, she goes, okay, you're my people. And it alienated like so much of the other people, but she like immediately had a connection with her people. So she went and she's told the story that she said in the first 3 months of her business, she wasn't seeing any results. And what happened was she was trying to be something other than herself. And the team leader said, tell me about you. And she goes, I'm a single mom of 4 people. She goes, that's your audience. So she started a Facebook group. And it was like she kind of had to refine it over years, but it's been 10 years now. It's an invite only group. That's where her lead source is. And it's for single moms, people raised by single moms, people who are fans of that. And what she'll do is once you join the group, she calls you and she says, hey, tell me your story. Tell me a little about you. What are you looking for? And then you tell her you're looking to buy and selling. I don't know. Create generational wealth. And then she says, okay, will you give this single mom a chance to sell your home? And all of her leads come from that Facebook group. It's 15,000 people in this Facebook group. And that's her thing. So like Craig and I were just talking about this too. We think we have to compete with the $1 million listing people, the selling sunsets people. I love Ryan Serhant, but like they're already been casted for that reality show. Find your audience. All of us are so completely different. Don't try to go and post what you think is cool for other people, because the conversion from likes to business is so difficult if you're trying to like appease another audience. But if you could be your authentic self and speak to your people and the people that are going to hire you because they trust you, they know you. You know, my fellow East Coasters, like we get drawn to each other and you're like, okay, I know her grit. I know her. I'm going to go with her. The Australians, I'm not so sure. They're all good looking. They're taking all our movie roles and our girls. But yeah, so anyway, so
So Ryan Serkan, he says, join a club or something that you have a common interest, like something that's interesting to you.
yeah,
Like I could see myself doing like a tech channel,
yes,
but then in the bottom of my tech channel, it says Realtor Beverly Hills.
yes.
Right.
So I suffer from paralysis by analysis, and so for me, I'm like, is this my audience? Is this my audience? Is this my audience? Don't do that. Like my son, I'm learning from my son. He's 11 years old. He's got a YouTube channel. It's been viewed over 500,000 times. He posts stuff. He's not selling anything, but he knows how to get the audience. Like Asher, like what I learned from him is like, he's like, Dad, you got to go take a look at what's trending. What is trending? That's the thing. Find the 7 or 10 agents that are doing great.
Like that.
Yes.
They are looking for what's trending and then they invest in it.
They look at what's trending and invest in that. So what is your angle and what is the story that you're telling? I often say, and so Asher will say, like, follow the top like 7 or 10 agents that are really doing it the way that you're doing it, like that you would like to do it, you aspire to do it, and really connect with them, follow them, like them, comment on them. Especially in this Beverly Hills market, so small, you're going to run into those agents when you go to Caravan or you're going to go into
At a restaurant.
and man, it's amazing. And when you walk in, you're like, oh, hey, man, I remember you.
This is what's trending on Google right now. Artistic swimming,
Yeah, that's awesome.
stock market, Japan stock market, Bangladesh.
Every open house we've been going to has a pool. Let's bring our bathing suits and we start like artistic real estate swimming.
Synchronized swimming, real.
Yeah.
Well, TikTok trending and Instagram trending, because if people are really doing social media, they want to follow them.
I am in.
Here's why I wanted you to do the Apple dance. I wanted to see it before that trend goes
Yeah,
away.
but what I will say this,
It's gone.
let's think, can you, maybe what's trending in real estate? There's some people that make money. You seen that guy that's like, hey, excuse me, how much do you pay in rent?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
Like that guy, he's not a real estate agent. He makes money from all of his followers.
Yeah.
But
And that's-
there's a way to piggyback off of that.
It's very heavy on social media because I've seen times where I've interacted.
Now he's
with
a
him.
team.
But
Now he's
now
a team.
That's-
In fact, when you start to level up, which I know people that have leveled it up,
Yeah.
they have bots that will, once you like something, it'll say, hey, thanks for like, it will automate that whole system. It'll do,
we'll do it
it's
for comments.
millions of followers.
Real estate people will post it and then there'll be automated responses of like, DM me or like, I'll send you the info, DM me.
There's a podcast and I wonder if they have an Instagram, but like, they're called the Shed Guys. It's 2 real estate agents that like, they're not in LA, but they're in another part of the country. Where like their whole Instagram is like doing reviews on properties, sheds. There's the guys that do decks. There's the guy that do the AC units.
That's pretty.
So whenever you follow them, it's very niche. It's like, oh, this is fun. Like, it's not just the house. It's fun. It's like, oh, what is this? There's a sound guy. Like we did a property tour the other day and there was an agent that tours around with her sound guy because that sound engineer is the guy that gives her a different perspective on the property. And I thought it was just so cool. So she tours movie theaters and all these mega mansions and she tells her whole Instagram is like, not just her, but her professional that's with her. And they know that world. So anyway, so like I didn't mean to hijack it, but I just think that those tools are so great.
Yeah.
And one mistake, and I really like we all know how different we are. Okay. So like nobody in this room is each other's competition. I think that we should come from a place of abundance and help elevate each other and level up. We're so different. Your audience is different than my audience. So like, think about a listing appointment. Like if we went on a listing appointment, they're going to like you or they're going to like me. Like it just is what it is. But I was on a listing appointment one time and the agent that I was with lost the transaction to the Oppenheimer Group. And I knew the developer. I made the introduction. I said, so why are you hiring my friend? Like he's really great. And he said, to be honest with you, because they have 3 million followers. And we know that during the open house, there's going to be a lot of eyeballs. I said, okay. Great feedback, but let's pull up the amount of transactions that the cast of that show has done over the last 12 to 18 months. And together there was 7. Said, please give my friend a call back because he has done almost 30 deals just in that pocket. And his lifetime experience, he must have done like almost 300 deals. So like, And he was like, wait a minute. I said, so his followers follow him because they know, like, and trust him. Their followers are just fans of the show. They've been watching it forever.
They admit that like only like 30% of their business on their own Instagram, they admit that like only about 30% of their business or less is real estate.
Yes.
So it's all social media and. other
Social
stuff.
media. But that's the power of branding. That's the power of marketing. That's Starbucks. Starbucks isn't the best coffee, but we know this on every single corner. You know their mission, you know who. So I would just implore all of us to like just get better at like, what is your mission? What is your why? Who's your who? And then communicate that on your social media. Like make sure that when you are clear about your why, your who will come find you, and then make sure that you let them know that this is what you're doing. You're not just following me because you like my posts. I'm in this for the business. Like I can help you, like whatever those goals are. We fall so short from letting people and reminding people that we're real estate agents. We're just posting all kinds of pictures. And back to what JJ just said too about this is a great one.
This is the company I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
It's called BombBomb. And if you want to send an email, you can type an email or you can send, this will have a picture of you and it'll have a play button. And it's you sending out an email that's a video. So
I received one from Ramin the other day when the interest rates changed. And it was a video and I was like, what is that? And he was like, oh, it's BombBomb and it's cool. So like while you're filming for those social media content, use BombBomb and have it go into your newsletter or go that into your text exchange, your text messages. Or
right, so
whatever.
I like things that have monthly pricing. Because all these companies try to get you to subscribe to an annual thing. And I never recommend going on the annual one unless you first try the monthly and see if it works for you. If it doesn't work for you, we have red light, green light. Try it. If it's green light and you're getting results, go for the annual. I love things that let you try monthly just to see if it works for you.
What is this company, Jay?
This is Bomb. So this would
Enterprise.
BombBomb. BombBomb.com. BombBomb.com. You make a video and you can email it to your database. And then when they receive an email, it has a picture of you with the play button on. Instead of having a typed email.
Yeah.
So some people, it's easy for them just to hit play. Videos where it's at, right?
I'd like,
Has little tiny attention span.
yeah, and I'd also like to pick up where Jerry left off about being.
Thank you, Jerry.
Yeah, thank you.
But also, and if I just, and thank you, but what I'm also gonna say too, where we fall short sometimes is sharing each other's posts. So like, don't, it doesn't cost you any money to support your friend's listing. So like when you see it on the weekend, share it with your audience. You never know, you might get a buyer out of that. I've shared, other colleagues, open houses, and then I have somebody reply to me like, hey, do you know how much that's going to be or how, and I connect the agent with that person that's reached out to me. So you can expand your audience by supporting the people and sharing.
Without doubt, from last Tuesday, I went out with Jerry and Eric and Maddie. Kelly came as well, and we shot a house, and Derek posted on his Instagram something that I shot for them, and then I reposted because he invited me to repost. So the repost of Derek's on my Instagram got more than my video. So it just goes to show you can share other people's,
Yeah, because now like I repost yours or you post mine, so now we're reaching out to each other's followers and
it's
compounding. It's a compounding effect.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
That I shared it with people and then they told me, oh, they don't even live here. They live in New York. And they were like, oh, and I shared that with people in Jersey. So it's going far.
Thanks for the comments, by the way.
And just to pick up on Jerry's comments to the team here in regards to find your people, like the single mum did. I think it's better to be very niche with a lower, I guess, engagement than the selling sunset people, 30 billion people, whatever they got. But are they doing business from that? A, probably not. B, if you just had a curated list of people that, for example, if you just happen to love dogs and you've got like a bunch of people who follow you because you love dogs as well, and then you integrate dogs in real estate, you're just super niche. That's how you're going to cut through because there's so much competition.
If you had a channel on houses for dogs, right?
Yeah.
And every time that you went out on a caravan or open house, if you looked for like how they care for their dogs and that, like you posted something like that.
Yes.
I take it the Tuesdays thing as a content day. To
Content.
do any ideas, yeah.
Think about that, like, people would subscribe to you, just,
Yeah.
I didn't even know that they have like these cages.
Yeah.
Like, there's these fancy cages now, really fancy. It's like, you see, I mean, every time you go to a house and you see like how they care for their dog, you know, that could be content,
I think
right?
it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Any dog.
Angle and
Any.
It's an angle. Any,
But it's
Like that,
niche
use
and
stay without.
you have to be super niche.
But I think that's.
That for the dog?
It had like a light, a functioning light and everything.
There was another guy at Bold last year, JJ. Can't remember his name. It was an agent. He did he found traction because he went to a shelter. He volunteered at a shelter and he kind of posted this. I don't know what the dog's Scrappy. So he holds up Scrappy. He's like, oh, look how cute, anybody who want to adopt him. And he said that was the most common thing that he ever had. So then he went back and he asked the shelter, how much does it cost to keep Scrappy alive? And they said $50 a month. So he went back to his thing and he said, let's keep Scrappy alive for $50. And then people started to engage with him. His whole Facebook page is about the puppy shelter realtor or whatever. And like now he's keeping all these dogs alive and he does. Like, there's an angle there. But don't do that if you don't have a dog, John. I'll let you borrow my, we'll go together. But like, authentic. It's easier to get content when you're authentic too.
You support me, Pin, and you know that.
He doesn't get in the pound.
John only likes cats.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
is anyone writing birthday cards?
Yes.
All right, some.
Yeah, but I don't have a lot of birthdays.
If you write a handwritten card, not only to your clients, but to your clients.
Right, handwritten notes.
It's a big,
I have that client.
it's a big deal. If you write a handwritten birthday card to your client's kid, you're gonna remember you did that.
The personal touch.
All right, 10-5-1, 10 likes, 5 comments, 1 post. Remember the 80-20 rule for your 1 post, 80% personal, 20% business. Going. Do not call this $43,280 fine. Just be careful. I engage every conversation in the spirit of contribution and people are happy to be in a relationship with me. I do not ask for business. I ask people if they need help. I'm here to help them. Can I assist you with anything in real estate? Do you have any plans for real estate this year? Can I make you rich? Can I help make you rich?
Yes, you may.
Okay. Okay. Practice your scripts, pick a partner. Do dialogue, pretend you're going on a listing appointment and you're on a buyer showing. Celebrate your successes, don't forget. We have Command to help you with your posts. You go to agent.kw.com, agent.kw.com. You can log in, you can press on the designs button, and then you can create a new design. And then you can select if it's a print for email, social media. So that's there. We have our marketing department here that can also help you. Our next session Monday is capture more leads. So again, everybody, please pick one thing that you do every day. That's your only thing to do. Pick one thing that you're going to do every single day to lead generate. And then you need a lead capture system. So putting them into your phone is not lead capture. They need to go into Command and then put them on a contact system. That's a lead capture system. Another lead capture system is my notebook. I'll show you that again on Wednesday. It's basically just a calendar tabs. Like here, I'll just go to Amazon. 31 days calendar tab. So the lead divider. 31 day. If you get I mean, it's basically, this is a book. See here, this is a number tab divider. So if you buy this is $10. I'm sure you can find it for less. Basically, you get one of these. It's 1 through 31. And then you can also get January through December. This is for a 3-ring notebook. And the way that you can use this is, like, today is the 5th. So everybody that I'm calling today is on the 5th. I print one single page for someone that I'm having a conversation with. It depends on what I'm going after. Am I going after foreclosures? Am I going after for sale by owners? Am I going after first-time home buyers? When I have a conversation with someone, they get one page. And then let's say I want to follow up with them in 1 week. I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll open up this to the 12th, then I'll put the page in there. And then I'm back here on the 5th and I'm just making my calls. If I have to follow up with someone in 2 weeks, I'm gonna go 14, I'll go down here to the 19th and I'll put the page there. Every day I come to the office, I start where the tab is, I open it up and I go through all my lead list. And this is how you don't lose track of anybody. It's very simple. You get a lead capture and follow-up system. This is I call this a analog system. It's not digital, it's analog. So every lead gets one page and they get put in here. And every single person in your database needs to be contacted once a quarter, at least, every single person. If your second cousin doesn't list their property with you and you're like, why didn't they list their property? It's because you weren't in touch with them. So it's when agents are like, I don't have any business, how many real estate conversations did you have today? It's only ourselves, right, that we can blame. So we need to be in contact with everybody all the time. Yeah.
Just in case, besides Command, what other system would you recommend for online?
I recommend Command because it's great. It's getting better and better and better. And it's free. I mean, it's included with our dues.
Right.
There are other companies that used to do that.
Salesforce is one of the biggest ones.
Salesforce, there's also Top Agent. Top Agents, I don't know.
Agents?
Top Agent, there was some agent, I don't even know. Top Producer, that's the one I was looking for.
Top producer.
So Top Producer is owned by Realtor.com.
Best building.
But again, we have it for free. I mean, there's no reason to pay. There's no reason to pay these other companies when we have Command. And Command is actually, it's all KW centric. So everything that you do inside Command, it has KW branding already. Like, I don't know, but yeah, you can like how much do they charge you for Top Producer? So 129 per user, 129 a month. Right, so we have it. We have it. All right, guys, go get them. 10 conversations.
Thank you.
Let's take our.
Ask all the women.
Thanks, JJ.
If you have it, you're going after every single day. That's what you need to do. That's it. Just pick what you're gonna go after every day.
Hey, just a reminder to the team, next 30 minutes, we're gonna do some dialogue in this room.